Hello guys, good evening. This is FTS Festus, right? So I'm here to talk about this simple Bollinger Band strategy that I taught my students recently, right? So this method is very simple, right? So I just want to talk about it, and if you trade this stuff, you know to crack your head. You will just use you make money, but it's simple, right? And this method, the bit of this method is that you are trading with the trend, right? So first of all, I'll talk about the list of indicators. Just two indicators, just TDI, trade dynamic index, and the Bollinger Band. So the default, the settings are not default. I didn't add anything. So you can go to the indicators panel to look for the indicators, right? You can use Bollinger, but any Bollinger Band is applicable, right? Then TDI, any TDI is applicable. Just that you look for the one that gives you a color coding for the RSI. Look at the RSI. Look at the TDI, trade dynamic index. The trade dynamic index has some settings here, but it's default anyway. So this is the normal trade dynamic index, right? It has the upper band, the lower band, right? Then it has the market baseline, which is in this middle line you're seeing here. Then it has the signal line, which is this one there, the RSI that has the red and the green coding for the buying and the selling, right? So the normal strategy that we want to know for TDI is just this shark fin when the RSI breaks outside of the band, or the blood or water when the RSI crosses the signal line within the band, right? But nevertheless, I'm not looking at those things. What I'm looking at is just this RSI giving us a green from the buy from the bottom of the band, or a red for a sell for the up of the band. Those are the two things I'm looking at for here, and the price at the lower band and the upper band, right? Like I said, trading with the trend is very important. Any strategy that gives you ability to trade with the trend with a minimum stop loss, that is the strategy that you should use, because trading market is very simple. It's not complicated, but people have made it what complicated. So this simple Bollinger Band TDI strategy is something that you should take note of. It's very easy. So that is why I just want to show it to you. So with this method, you can do well. You can make money with this method, and that is it. So first of all, you have to understand the trend. It's either you understand the trends through market structure, right? Or they have a simple stuff that I normally use to show the trend to my students, right? It's called PZ Super Trend Indicator, right? So from here, if you look at this indicator, look at it, right? It shows you the trend already, so you don't need to bother yourself. You can see the trend from all time frame: the weekly, the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the H4 till the 1 minute. But I focus more on the daily and the H4. So once I have synchronized daily and H4 time frame, like here we have this ADUS is an uptrend, right, from daily and the weekly. Then I just go to this the TDI, and I look out for price at what, the lower band, because the lower band shows us what, that the price, whenever price get to the lower band, or we buy to the top, and whenever the price get to the upper band, we sell for a downtrend. So for an uptrend, we focus on price on the lower band, right? Then for a downtrend, therefore in downtrend, we focus on price on the upper band. Then what, we have an upper confirmation from the TDI for a sell, which is a red. Then for lower band, we have a lower confirmation from TDI which will give us what, a green. So let's look at AUD for instance. Let's look at for AUD. Yeah, so this is M15, right? Good. Now look at AUD. So if you look at the trend, like I said, AUD was an uptrend. So all we have to look at for what, we're going to look out for price at the what, at the lower TDI, what, the lower band of the Bollinger Band, right? So we're not focusing on the upper band, because if we focus on the upper band, that means what, we are countering the trend. So if you look at here today, look at the setup that really played out today. Now I'll take this horizontal vertical line too and place it here, right? So this is where the price hits at the lower band, right? It hit the lower band, but we did not enter immediately, but we only enter, right, as price hits this, as price give us a green for what, for the entry. And when it give us a green for the entry, then our stop loss is going to be on this low. This is the lowest point price got to, so our stop loss is going to be on this low. Then our take profit might either be on this upper band, or we let it run, or we can have our take profit levels here, or we can have it at this high, because this is the highest point price what got to. So if we have it there, that means we're gonna, if we take the trade from here, for instance, right, we're gonna have so the trade ran and it came back, and we're gonna have this is from here we have 26 pips, and here we have 40 pips, and our stop loss, which is here, gave us a 6 pips. So we are risking 6 pips to get 20 20 pips on this trade, right? Yeah, so we're risking 6 pips to get 20 pips on this trade. So you can see that this method is effective. Since ADJ is an uptrend, we focus more on what, on the lower band, and entry is going to be what, as the TDI gives us what, a shark fin, which is as price trade break out of the band and it gives us a green, then we cannot enter. So this was the lowest point price got to, right? But we entered on this bullish candle and price came to retest this low, but it didn't hit our stop loss and it went on. First of all, it gave us the 20 pips, and as price right on, it got towards our take profit, because we're aiming at this level, because these are the places price is going to come to, or you can let it what, run. Now look at Euro GBP. That will now let's look at another pair, for instance, right? Now let's come here and look at Euro GBP. Okay, let's look at Euro card. Okay, look at Euro card, for instance. Let's just look at it. Okay, Euro card is a downtrend on H4, and monthly time frame is weekly time frame, daily is a downtrend. Then let's look at the Euro GBP, Euro AUD as well. Euro AUD is a downtrend on our side. So let's go to Euro GBP. Yeah, let's go to Euro AUD. Sorry, Euro AUD. Yeah. Okay, so this is Euro AUD. Now look at the potential trade setup that happened today. Since the downtrend, right, we'll focus on price at the upper band to sell to the downside. We're not going to focus on price at the lower band, right? Focus on price at the what, at the upper band, so that we can take the market to the downside, right? So our likely profit target are levels like this, right? If we sell it from here, we'll focus on what, levels like this, because this is the lowest point price got. This place is called what, a liquidity pool, because what, they trap what, sellers on this level. So now this is the upper band, like I marked here. This is an upper band, and since though it gave us a blood of water, because price did not the RSI did not get to the upper band to give us a shark fin. It gave us a blood of water. So the blood of water is when the signal like crosses the RSI, right? RSI is the one that has the green and the red one. Why this other one is called the signal line? So but it gave us an entry from it. So if this is where price got to the upper band, then we enter from here. We can ride the trade what, to the downside. So instead of ride it to the lower band, which is here, which give us a 28 pips, or we can ride the trade to this level, right, which is here, which give us what, a 66 pip profit, right? And in doing that, our stop loss is going to be I think it's going to be on this high. It's going to be on this high, right? It's going to be on this high, right? It's going to be on this high, right? Yeah, stop loss is going to be on this high. So let's see the risk involved in this trade. If we're taking this trade, go take it 18 pips, right? 18 pips, and the first take profit is 29. Second take profit is what, 66 pips. Yeah, so that is that trade. So since the downtrend, we focus on price on the upper band, and the RSI should give us an entry from the TDI, right, which is going to be what, it give us a red from here. So that is our sell. So let's go over to Euro GBP. Look for trade setups today. Good. All right, so I set this trade up in the morning before I left, and no, do this evening, and what, it played out accurately. Now look at this. So let me take this one out for us to see very well. Yeah, so Euro GBP was a downtrend, and this was price at, that means we're focusing on price at the what, at the upper band now. So this is where price got to the upper band, but the entry was on these levels, and the entry was here for a sell, right? Yeah, so the entry was here for a sell, and that was how the trade so as price got here, we didn't enter the trade yet until we got a signal to sell from the TDI, which give us what, a shark fin. But nevertheless, price, this trade did it went wrong from here as well, right? Because if you look at it, this was also the upper band, but its price did not really go down with us well. So from here, we would have hit our stop loss from here. So at least sometimes you get stop losses, right? So that did play well. But this one from here, it like I said, take profit can either be at the lower band or at what, price places of liquidity pool. So either here or on this lower band, right? Or on, okay, this is another point, or this lower band. So if you sell from here, you've gotten how many pips? You've gotten 21 pips, right? And our stop losses would have been on a place like this. Stop loss would have been on a high like this. So we're gonna be our stop losses here, and let's see the stop losses involved. From here to here is is just like 5 pips stop loss, right? So you can see that this method is very easy. Number one, look out for the trend of the market from H4 and daily time frame. Synchronized trend from this indicator is very good. If you can get it, fine, you can use it, right? Once you've got to the trend of the market, then you come to look out for the Bolinger band and TDI, right? Look at this, look at Euro NZD, all the what downtrend. So there's no way you buy this market, right? So you look for a sell, come to the here, the, the the chart, and look out for Euro NZD, right? So let's look out for it. Euro NZD. Okay, I think we should add it, right? Euro NZD. Okay, I've added it. Yeah, so let's put it on. So look at it. Euro NZD is a downtrend, right? You can see it's a downtrend. So sometimes you can also use the middle band as your word, because the middle band, the Bolinger band has 3 bands: the upper, middle, and the down and the lower band. The middle band acts as support and resistance for both side of the market, depending on where you're trading from. So if we use the middle band, which is here, right? So we're going to get this trade set up here. This is what we so price hit here, and this is the entry, and that was a push to the downside, right? Yeah, so that is one setup. Another setup is going to be this one right here. This is what we have here, right? Because you hit the middle band and price what so to the downside. So if you look at this one, how many pips from here? Yeah, let's see, to the down to the lower band. This is 43 and 77 pips. It came all the way to the downside, right? Yeah, so at least you would have made money from that setup, right? So and if you enter from this candle, you would have used this level as your stop loss, all right? I've used this level as a stop loss, so this is huge anyway. Stop loss is huge, so this is not a good one. I will not recommend that huge stop loss, right? So that is that. So like I said, the rules are simple. So look at here as well, because it has been on a downtrend for a long time, right? Yeah, look at here as well, right? Let's take a look at this one, right? This is upper band, right? So price hits the upper band from here, and you can see the entry from here, right? Look at the entry, right? It hit the upper band from here, and our entry was on this place that give us a green. So the most entries are the one that gives us what a shark fin as the RSI breaks outside the volatility band, and it's a downtrend. So this is a very good entry, and you can see how the trade what moved to the downside, right? So this is the method, and it's very simple. You just need a TDI and a Bolinger band, right? Then you look out for what the trend on. You can look out for a trend on the H4 and if you know market structure, so no need to look out for that super trend indicator, right? But you can use this simple method and you get result. Okay, so that's just it. So for more info, you can contact me. Thank you.